Hey guys, YouTube here, and welcome to a brand new kind of series on my channel. Now, this is going to be a squad building series where every week I'm going to build a different novelty team for you guys to try out. They're generally going to be very cheap players, and they're going to be incorporating players who none of you will have really used on the game. A lot of them do look very good, but maybe they're in not very good leagues, not very good nationalities, and things like that. But they do actually have very good hidden stats in game, or maybe they're just very, very good players in game. We're also going to be building creative teams around these players. This team we've got right here, I believe, is actually a 6-league hybrid, which is pretty cool. And we've got some very, very good cheap players in the team. It will cost you less than 10,000 coins as well. And overall, it's a very, very good hidden gem squad builder. So without further ado, let's get on into the team. So starting off in the 4-3-3 formation in goal, we have got Untitled. He's not really a hidden gem. He's mainly here for chemistry reasons. However, he is very cheap. And he is 6'6", so he is one of the best silver German keepers on the game. So if you are looking for a silver German keeper, he's probably the best one that you can go with. Left back position, we've got Bal. Now he's the first hidden gem. He is probably the best left back behind Kurzawa in the French league. Kurzawa is 2 or 3k at the moment, so you can actually get Bal if you are on a budget. Maybe if you are building a cheap non-rare team or something like that, or you're just looking for a backup option, or maybe a pacier option, because he does have, I think, 6 more pace than Kurzawa. So if you are looking for a good cheap alternative, a good left back in the league, he's a very, very good player to go with for just 550 coins. He did actually get me an assist as well in the 4 games I did play with the team. Next in, we've got Bungert. Now he's got a very, very good non-rare card in the Bundesliga: 71 pace, 81 defending, and 71 physical, and he has got 6. He is 6'2" as well. 400 coins. And yeah, I did play 4 games with him, and he was very, very good. Now, he is a very good cheap alternative to the likes of Hummels and Boateng. If you don't have the coins to afford defenders like that, you can try this guy out here, and he is very, very good and very, very cheap as well. Next to him, we've got Rüdiger. Now, for some reason, no one seems to use this guy, despite him having 80 pace and being 6'3". A lot of people seem to prefer to go with the likes of Chiellini, Barzagli, Manolas, people like that. But this guy here is a very, very good cheap alternative to the likes of Chiellini. He's got an amazing card: 80 pace, 78 physical, 76 defending. He's 6'3", and he will cost you just 650 coins. And yeah, he is a very, very good cheap alternative to the more expensive players that you can use at the back in the Serie A, and he is very, very good as well. He's got amazing stats, and he will do a very, very good job for you. He's also very good for hybrids linking between the Bundesliga and the Serie A. In the right back position, we've got MAICON. Now, I've never actually come up against a team with MAICON in. Everyone seems to go with Florenzi. However, MAICON, despite not having the pace Florenzi has got very, very well-rounded stats, similar to Florenzi. However, they are slightly better, and he is also 6 foot tall. And I like to have tall fullbacks because they're going to win all the headers, especially at the back post. Now, he's not really a hidden gem, but he is kind of an overlooked player. He is actually very, very good. I mean, if you look at his stats, over 70 in every stat, and he's got great defending, great physical, really good passing, great dribbling as well, really good long shots, decent pace, and he's got high medium work rates, which in my opinion are the perfect work rates for a fullback. Moving into the midfield, we start off in the left centre mid position with FERNANDES. Now, he's got a good kind of cheap alternative to maybe Matuidi or someone like that. If you're looking just for a very cheap player in the Liga, or maybe for someone that you could use to link possibly Shaqiri into the Liga because he is Swiss, he's a very, very good player for that. He's got really good stats, medium high work rates, which is very good, good physical, good defending, good pace, and good passing as well. And for just 500 coins, he's actually a very, very good hidden gem midfielder, one of the best cheap defensive midfielders you can actually get on the game. Very, very good if you are looking for a cheap Liga option. He does also get that strong link to Bal, and in 4 games he did give me 3 assists and 1 goal, which is a very, very good return right there. In the middle of the pitch, we've got Frey. This guy here I used a lot last year, his silver card, but this year is even better. He's been upgraded to a gold, and he's got amazing well-rounded stats. Over 70 in everything except defending. He's 6 foot tall. He's got medium-high work rates, and he's the perfect cheap alternative to someone like Luis Gustavo or Philipp Lahm in the Bundesliga. And he is actually very, very good. If you compare him to Philipp Lahm, he's got pretty similar stats. He's not got as good defending, but he's got better physical, and he is also tall. He's 6 foot tall, unlike Philipp Lahm, who's about 5'7", which is very important for a defensive midfielder. They're going to need to win all the headers, and Frey can definitely do that. So he is very, very good in that role. He's the perfect cheap centre mid or defensive midfielder if you are looking for a cheaper option to maybe Philipp Lahm or someone like that in the Bundesliga. And I definitely recommend you try him out. I mean, 500 coins, he gets a strong link to Bungert as well. And he did get me 2 goals and 2 assists in 4 games. To complete the midfield, we've got someone who originally I didn't put in the team as a hidden gem, but when I actually used him, he was amazing, and this is Kasami. Now, I only used him for chemistry reasons to get the link between the right winger and Frey, but he actually got me 4 goals in 4 games, which is very, very good. Now, he's 6'2", which is awesome for a centre mid. I like to have tall midfielders so they win all the headers from goal kicks. He's got medium work rates, which in this formation here is perfect. 4-star weak foot as well. Now, his stats aren't the best if you look at his pace and shooting, but he's got good dribbling, good passing, good physical as well, and he's got very, very good long shots and volleys, which you could definitely tell in game. I mean, he did score a very, very good goal against Crystal Palace, I believe, in the Premier League a couple of years ago, kind of Van Basten-like volley, which some of you may remember, but he did score some nice goals for me as well. He is a very, very good cheap player, and someone who I would have never really used unless I was using the right wing in the team, and I did link him into the team by using this player here, and he actually ended up being very, very good. So Kasami is another hidden gem. If you are looking maybe for a cheap player in the Greek league, he's probably the best Greek midfielder or Greek league midfielder that you can actually get. He's very, very good, and I definitely recommend trying him out if you are looking for a cheap hidden gem midfielder. Moving on to the strike force, in the left wing position, we've got the upgraded Boetius. He used to be a silver, now he has got a rare gold card, and he actually got me 2 goals and 3 assists in 4 games, which is very, very good. He's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 86 pace, 80 dribbling, really good shooting, passing, and overall he was a lot of fun to use. 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot is very, very good. He can cut inside, shoot on either foot. He's got 4-star skills, which is always good for doing the spin, the Berber spin, Ronaldo chops, and all that stuff like that. He's very quick, he's got good dribbling, and yeah, generally he was just a very, very good player, and I definitely recommend you try him out. No one is really going to go near him just because of the league he's in. He plays for Basel in the Rafielsen, but I definitely recommend trying him out, maybe to get a link to the striker, who is a very popular player on the game. I recommend using this guy. He is probably the best player that you can get a strong link to him with, and he was a lot of fun to use. And if you are looking maybe for a cheaper alternative to Depay, this guy is definitely your man. He's a very, very good player, and I definitely recommend you try him out. The next hidden gem in the right wing position is Saber. Now, this guy here has got some very, very good stats, and if you are looking for a cheaper alternative to maybe Willian or Hulk, both of which are relatively expensive, around 5,000 coins, if you are looking for a cheaper player, go with Saber. He's got 87 pace, he's got 76 dribbling, 74 shooting, which is actually really good for a cheap right winger who's only 75 rated, and also 72 physical, which is great. Having a really good combination of pace and strength is very, very good. He's going to be hard to get off the ball because once he does get going, he's going to be hard to push off just because of his strength, which is very, very good. He's also 5'10", which is actually quite tall for a winger, and that again helps him push people off the ball. And he did get me 1 assist in 4 games, which was pretty good. And overall, he was a very, very good hidden gem. And as I said, if you are looking for a cheap alternative to maybe Hulk or Willian, definitely try him out. And to complete the team, we've got Briel, Donald, and Bolo. He's a bit of a career mode legend. A lot of people use this guy in career mode. He is very, very good. And just look at his goals per game ratio. 8 goals and 3 assists in 4 games is very, very good. Now, I did buy him for 350 coins, as you can see there. He's very, very cheap. And he's got an amazing card as well. 86 pace, 78 dribbling, 71 shooting, 79 physical. He's 6'1", so he's going to be winning all the headers. He has got very, very good heading and strength in game as well. And he has got 4-star skills. And overall, he is one of the best non-rare strikers on the game by far. He's quick, he's got great dribbling, he's really clinical when it comes to shooting. I mean, you can just tell that by his goals per game ratio. He did finish off most opportunities. And he is also really strong and very good in the air. So overall, he was a lot of fun to use. 4-star skills just improves him even more. And yeah, this is the finished team. Now you can get it for around 6,000 or 7,000 coins, and I mean, it's got a lot of hidden gems in that you guys will have never really tried. People like Kasami and Saber and Boetius, I've never even come up against them ever on Ultimate Team, and that is in about 500 games. So players like this no one really uses, but if you try them out, they're actually very, very good players. So in this team here, we've got quite a few hidden gems. We start off with Baal. He is kind of the cheap Kazawa and a very good cheap and pacey alternative to him. We've got Bungut, who is a cheaper version of maybe Boateng, Hummel, someone like that. We've got Rüdiger, who's just a very, very good cheap German or Serie A defender. He's a good cheap alternative to the likes of Chiellini. We've got Kasami and Frey, both of which are just very, very good players in the midfield. Frey is a very good cheap alternative to Lahm, Luis Gustavo, players like that. We've got Fernandes, who's a good cheap alternative to the likes of Matuidi. Boetius is a very good cheap alternative to Depay. And Bolo is just an all-round great player, and he does get that strong link to Boetius, which is very good as well. And Saber is a very good cheap alternative to Holt or Willian. So this is kind of like the series that I did do earlier on in the game, which was the cheap player series, where we found the cheaper alternative of more expensive players. But in this series here, we're going to be finding way more players, and it's all going to be in one squad builder. So I'm going to have between 5, maybe even up to about 10 hidden gems in one team, and they're also going to be really nice, creative, no links wasted teams like this one here, which has got a lot of leagues in. We've got the Bundesliga 2, we've got the Bundesliga, the Serie A, the Liga, the Hellas Liga, and the Raffelson. So we've got so many leagues in the team. It's a very, very nice, creative hybrid. And if you guys want me to do any more like different hybrids like this, if you want me to do higher budgets, tell me in the comments down below any improvements for the series. If there are any hidden gems that you want me to do a squad builder on, tell me in the comments down below. Maybe give me 5 different players that you want to see in a team, and I can build a team around them, just to make sure that it's quite cheap and that they are hidden gems that you wouldn't expect most people to use. But overall, I definitely recommend you try some of these players out. I mean, I don't mean to just use the whole team. You don't have to do that, but it is always handy if you're maybe just building a team and you've run out of coins really, and you need to get just maybe a midfielder in your Bundesliga team. Go and try Frey, for example. Maybe you need a left back because Kazawa's injured and you don't want to apply a healing card. Go and get Ball, very cheap. You can play with him, and if you don't like him, just discard him. Once his contract's run out, discard him. He's discard price. All the players in this team are very, very cheap. I think the most expensive player is around about 800 coins, and I think that is MAICON, who isn't really one of the hidden gems, although he is an overlooked player who I recommend trying out if you are looking for a good right back who's just well-rounded and will do a very, very good job for you. But yeah, overall this is the finished team. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Yeah.